Death toll, Hurricane Matthew now rising to at least 21 across the southeast, and 10 of those deaths coming in North Carolina, where record rainfall caused massive flooding. We were warned about it, but once you see it in reality, it's a different picture. 3 others killed in South Carolina. High water there creeping up the front doors and covering some of the roadways. Jonathan Serry has been chasing this story for days now. Garden City, South Carolina, you're right near Myrtle Beach. That's where the landfall occurred. So what do you see there, Jonathan?
Bill, behind me, you can see this heavy equipment that's been called in to remove all this sand. I'm not standing on a beach. I'm standing in a roadway covered by sand that was driven up here by the powerful storm surge. Horry County government has released some drone video that they shot of the water left over by the storm surge. And what happens when these floodwaters recede, they leave all of this sand, in some cases several feet of sand, in people's lawns, over roadways. And so over the past couple days, this heavy equipment has been working round the clock to remove the sand. If we come back to our live shot, we can point out that most of these beachside homes and vacation rentals, they're up on stilts, and that really helped to minimize the storm damage to the structures themselves, because they fared very well in the winds. The main issue was the storm surge, which flowed underneath the homes, but underneath you can see all this sand that was left behind, and so a lot of beach erosion to deal with and a big mess to clean up on the ground, Bill.
What's the biggest concern now with the recovery phase now underway, Jonathan?
Yeah, one of the biggest concerns is that residents are anxious to get back in their homes, and that some people will take unnecessary risk driving through standing water. In fact, at least one fatality here in South Carolina was due to that. It happened in the Florence area, where a motorist trying to cross a flooded roadway was swept away. Also, another concern is even in areas where it's safe to drive through relatively shallow water, doing so can cause damage to surrounding homes. Listen.
We definitely want to try and keep people off the streets, because every time that somebody comes by and kind of goes fast through the water just for fun, I don't think they realize that people live here, and it keeps throwing trash into our garage, throws water into our garage. So it's just a tough situation right now.
And state officials are urging patience, because everyone's trying to get back to their homes at the same time when the evacuation orders are lifted. So in many cases, there are long traffic jams. In some places, people will wait for hours before they can get back into their communities. And then coming back again to our live shot here, just to give you an idea of the extent of the storm surge and the beach erosion, you can see this boardwalk leading to the beach, and underneath the sand with the vegetation on it, well, there used to be considerably more. You can, on these posts here, you can see the water line. The sand used to go up to here, and so you have nearly 3 feet of sand underneath this boardwalk, washed away, most of it now on the beachside street. Bill, back to you.
Long way to go. Jonathan Serry, thank you, near Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.